Hello, lovely people. This is the Enchanted Exploits. Today, I'm making a poto. Some people call it a poto. This is cocoyam porridge. This is a Ghanaian dish, mostly eaten by the Akan people. I don't know the origin from which this meal came from, but I know it's eaten by the Akan people. Usually, when we harvest cocoyam, the smaller ones are what we use for this meal. Where I come from, we call it enyong. Enyong. Some people call it nuhu. Nuhu. But where I come from, we call it enyong. Enyong. So this is the beginning of the process of making enyong. You peel your cocoyam just like I'm peeling it. And I wanted to stand to peel the cocoyam, but I'm tired. I realize that I'm tired. So I'm doing it the traditional way. I'm seated. I'm going to cut it. This is called freestyle. You cut it to your preferred shapes. This is porridge, so you make it a little bit smaller. So if you want it to be chunky, you cut it a little bit bigger, like I'm cutting. So this is so the protein we use for this meal or this delicacy is dry fish. And then you can also use any protein of your choice. Use the dried emane. You have to debone it. Debone it like I'm doing, so that if there are kids, they wouldn't choke on the fish scales. So here I've washed my cocoyam thoroughly. Let's light the fire beneath it. I made sure that I washed it about 4 times. Ensure that the itchiness doesn't come through, or after we are done preparing, we wouldn't have any itchiness on our tongue. If you don't wash the cocoyam thoroughly, you are going to itch your tongue. You are going to be scratching your tongue because it will be itchy after you finish eating. So this is where you put in all your ingredients. I add this. In my local language, it's called prekese. I don't get to eat it often, so when I get a chance, I make sure that I eat it. So I'm adding my prekese. I don't know how they call it in English. If you know, please leave it in the comment section. You add pepper at the heat that you can take. So this is my pepper. We use the red pepper. Red pepper. This is my pepper. You add your tomatoes too. You add your tomatoes too. So you add your onion. I am adding 3 balls of onion to it. Because this meal has water, enough water, you have to be cooking it from high to medium heat. You have to cook it from high to medium heat. Let's come to our star ingredient. This is the time to add your momoni, what we call momoni. Yeah, this is my momoni. If you want the flavor to be really intensified, you can add more of your momoni. This is how I store my momoni. When I come back from the market, I wash it and cut it to the preferred sizes and shapes. And then I store it in the refrigerator. I put it in a very tight container. So this container is tight. I'm adding this because I want to intensify the flavor. Feel free to use one if that is going to be enough for you. Like I said, we use dry fish. We use dry fish for this. But you can use any protein of your choice. Preferably it is dry fish that we use to intensify the flavor. It's all about building flavor, my dear. This food is the warehouse of flavor. The warehouse of flavor. Someone will say, hey, Abrewa, Abrewa, but how come you are using herbs and all those things to cook, my dear? That is how my grandmother taught me. So this is called Teja. You add it to your porridge to intensify the flavor. Add it to the porridge. You cover this and bring it to a boil. When it comes to a boil, we'll remove the vegetables and then we'll blend it. And then we'll be on our way to making our eno. Let's add salt to taste. Salt to taste. And we cover this and bring it to a boil. We'll come and check on it when it comes to a boil. So let's check on our onion. See that has come to a boil beautifully. It's boiling so beautifully. We'll take it off. So we blended our onion, pepper, and tomato. This also serves as a thickener for the onion going or the porridge. Some people strain the blended mixture, but I do not. I add it to it directly. So this is fish scale. I'm taking it off. At this point, you can see that your onion is coming together beautifully. It's coming together beautifully. You would use this. You don't want it lumpy. You would use this to mash while it's on the fire. You mash it a little bit so that you have that consistency you are looking for. That's what we use for mashing. If you don't have, you can equally use a potato masher to mash it, but then this is preferred. You use this to mash it because I want the lumpy or I want chunks of the cocoyam in your food. I am not going to mash it. At this point, you can lower the heat and allow this to simmer beautifully. I know it's almost here and ready to be devoured by, by my briefly. Let's add our palm oil. If you trust your palm oil to have a good taste, you wouldn't need to fry it in onion before adding it. So I trust my palm oil to have a good taste. So this is the time you add your palm oil. Then you lower the heat, stir beautifully. Let it simmer for about 2 minutes, then your onion is ready. So we are done. Poto or cocoyam porridge is ready. Thank you so much for watching. Till I see you in my next video. Bye.